Atlanta's best mix of R&B and home of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, Magic 107.5, 97.5, Marie. I wish they were cheering for me, but they're not. But I am happy to see all of the ladies and gentlemen in the room today. We have KEM in.
And I'll make a brother feel good.
Well, we're super excited about the show tonight at the Fabulous Fox Theater Promise to Love Tour. You're 4 albums in deep. We are definitely always looking forward to new music from you. Now, you know, when you came out on Motown and Love Calls came out, someone dubbed that song as an instant Motown classic. How did that make you feel?
You know, I think Love Calls was the song that set this whole thing off for me, and probably one of my favorite records. And at that time, that's the record that people most attributed my sounds to, the likes of Al Jarreau.
Yes.
We were just talking about.
Yeah.
Al Jarreau helped the brother out, because people would be like, "Is that Al Jarreau?" No, this is you guy from Detroit. You know, so it's one of my favorite records.
Love it, love it. And actually, you know, your first record was released 2 years prior to coming out on Motown.
Yeah.
And we know a lot about your story and your struggle. What would you say to the folks out there who may feel like they're in a dark place in terms of perseverance and sticking with something?
You know that God is not done with you yet. That there is a divinity that takes place in our lives, and that there's an order to the things that take place in our lives. And you know, people who know my story know that I've had a period of my life when I was struggling with homelessness and addiction to alcohol and drugs. And having gone through that experience, I make it my business to carry a message of hope. And I hope that people hear that in the record. You know, I try to plant those seeds in the record too. You know that that there's a way out. You know, and that your best days lie ahead. You know, if you're paying attention to what's going on in your life, and being honest with yourself about what's going on. And that's the key: being honest with yourself about what's going on in your life, and become teachable, and surrender what's going on in your life. You know, you can learn some things that help you move forward. Not only you, your blessing is not just for you; it's for everybody that you meet. Also, it's for your kids. You know, it's for the person that people who, it's the next person who's going to need to hear it and need to be brought up. And so that's really a big part of who I am, and a big part of what I do.
Yeah, and you know, I'm a firm believer that words have power. We were joking with Kim earlier about how he's just always just swooning about how this woman is just making him feel so amazing. You never complain on a record.
Never.
Talk to us about
I complain on the record now.
Okay.
Those just not the ones we let go to radio.
Very, very selective. Yes. And you know, we were talking about the inspiration behind that, because sometimes, you know, you may not actually be in a place where you have that person physically in your life, but you know, you're just speaking on what you want to manifest.
A lot of times I am writing about what I want, you know, what I hope to bring into my life, and writing from a place of the good love that I have had in my life.
Yeah.
You know, and ups and downs in relationships are par for the course. You know, and I look back over my life, and some of the most significant, one of the most significant relationships that I ever had was a situation where it's like, dude, if I had known then what I know now, you know, how many of us can say that? You know, so yeah, my man say, look, so to transform that, or you know, let my music translate that is really one of the gifts that my job allows me to do.
Absolutely.